when did you get arrested and why were you arrested?
Okay, my brother. I was arrested for murder, ne? Charge of murder and 3 counts of robbery. Okay, coming into prison. As I told you, for this murder in particular, it was not my first time in prison. You understand? But coming wearing orange as a sentence, because at the time I was trying, you wearing your private clothing. Yeah, basically you're like 1 feet in, 1 feet out.
Yeah.
You understand? But once you get sentenced, you should just know that.
For how many years were you sentenced?
I was sentenced for 15 years, my brother, in prison. Mind you, my mom was a prison warden.
Oh.
She worked in prison. Imagine the shame having to work or to guard your son. For me to go from this center to another center or to go home, I want to go home. Because every time I stab, I say I want to go home.
You stab in prison?
Yes. I stab offenders now. That's my excuse. I want to go home. I don't belong here. I am from Kimball. There's a center in Kimball. Take me to Kimball. If not, I'm going to stab every day. I'm saying was my worst because of the experiences that I saw, the things that I saw there.
What was the hardcore thing that you saw?
My brother, literally I saw intestines. Person's intestines, and I've heard the sound of an eye. When an eye comes out of a person, he's standing next to me, the guy. There's that sound. Yo, my brother.
How does it sound?
I don't know. It's like, you understand? Yeah, it's when you check the guy's bleeding.
There was
rivalry. People died, bro. I lost brothers, my friend.
Have you seen someone dying in your eyes?
Literally.
Hi, my name is Mutusiman Christopher Bika, well known as Young Papi, and welcome to Open Ears, a podcast where we dive into the inspiring stories of individuals that have turned their lives like this. So, on each episode, we'll be having an ex-convict that was in prison, and they've positively changed their lives, and we want to hear their story, because sometimes they just judged based on their time in prison and whatnot, and we'd really want to hear how it's like to be in prison, everything, you understand? Like, we want to know how it feels like, and from the stories that you'll be hearing here, I hope that you learn. I hope that you really learn, and you get to know this life is not the life. And in this episode, we have a very special guest, Motheo Dube. My brother, how are you?
I'm okay, Young Papi, yourself?
I'm good, my brother. Oh, my brother, tell us about yourself.
My name is Motheo Dube, first and foremost. I'm the firstborn child of Motheo and Patrick Dube. Born and bred in Kimberley.
Born and bred in Kimberley. Where in Kimberley?
I grew up at my granny's place. It's a place in Train Extension. Yeah, that's where I grew up. We relocated as soon as my dad passed on. We relocated to a certain area called Blackistorp.
Blackistorp?
Yeah, Jabulani area. It's famous for Jabulani. Yebo.
Now, okay, cool. So tell us a bit about your background. Like, where did you grow up? How was your background like? What type of family are you from? And, like, how was your childhood like?
Okay, I'll dive right into that. Motheo Dube was basically the firstborn child. The first and only son. You understand? My dad was a soldier and my mom was basically unemployed. You understand? We grew up at my granny's house, as in my maternal granny. Yes. My granny passed on. We lived as a family. Myself, my dad, and my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grew up. Eventually, my dad passed on 2001. Yeah.
And how old were you at that time?
I was 7 years at that time.
You were 7 years at that time?
Yes, I was 7 years.
Okay.
But already, I was exposed to like things of the streets. You know, in the Kasi.
Yeah.
We don't really have like role models or so. So we idolize like the cheetahs who in the streets. Understand? These ones will always with the fancy cars, probably dressing nicely with their dickies. That was back in the days. You understand?
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we used to idolize things like those. Drinking, public, social drinking, and girls and all things.
So, what started your life in the streets? What was the cause of it? Like the root?
Okay, to be honest with you, I think it was the passing of my dad.
The passing of your dad.
Yeah,
You were
my
7 years
father.
old.
I
at
was
that
7 years at the time.
time. How did it affect you if you were 7 years old?
I knew. Remember, my dad was a soldier.
Uh-huh.
So he was based in Trisai. So he would come at times home. So I knew we were very tight, we and I. Whenever he's home, I was with him all the times.
Oh. So that you think that's the root of everything, where everything started. And then when do you start getting on the streets and doing things that are not childhood like?
Yeah, okay, as I said, my dad's passing. And it hurt me to an extent. I don't know, man. I just kept on being rebellious at home. I didn't want to listen to my mom. You understand? She tried by all means. You understand? As a single parent. Yeah. She tried by all means, so I started going in the streets. Remember, I no longer have like a father figure that I look up to. So now I start hanging around with the older boys. You understand? That's why I'm being exposed to like your Matekwan and them, Kanja them.
When do you get exposed to your ganja? And like which primary and high school did you go to, so that we get like a brief understanding of where, like how your childhood was like, honestly? Because for me, I feel like if you were to go to a school like Boys Eye, I would expect you to be like a cheese boy, like not to be in the streets and whatnot. So I want to know which schools you went to.
Okay, I attended school. First grade 1, from grade 1 to 7 was Beacon Primary. It's in Kolwel. Yeah. Initially, I never did Venek. I did like English and Afrikaans. Home language English, Afrikaans first additional language. Graduated to high school. I went to Kimberley Boys Eye. And then, grade 8 and 9. And then I was expelled from grade 8 Boys Eye.
For what?
Rebellious misconduct. That's when the actual gang, I was deep into the gang at the time.
Oh, gang.
I'm talking notorious gang. This gang that you say, the CM. Used to call ourselves Criminal Mapensel. Smart looking guys. Mind you, all their backgrounds. Not even a single one. It's from they go to bed hungry at times. All of us, we were from Boys Eye, we were from Technical High. Those are the two schools that actually, that's where we started things.
So how does the CM start? How did it start? Like, I want to understand where it started, because I think everyone wants to find out. People have been wondering, how did this start?
Yes. No, people should be. If you're from Kimberley, you should be familiar with the gang CM. It was synonymous. You understand? Terrorize the communities, rob people, stab people. Mind you, they don't even need the money because they dress smart. They dress cavelas. You understand? Track pen, Nike was our thing. As you can see us to now, I'm not there anymore, but it's still in the jeans. You understand? I just like Nike, man. So thing is, we on Fridays, whole money on like during the week, we would like gather our monies, pocket money, obviously. By the time we get pocket money, I go with taxi. So I do already have no people on the streets. You understand? People I can when I come and catch a taxi on them, I don't pay for it. You understand? I save that money for the entire week. On Fridays, we comprehend that money. You understand? By comprehending the money, we go sit by the Gardens Park here in town, uniform and all. We like to drink that. What is this? I don't want to promote brands, man, but there was just one vodka in particular. It used to shire us.
I know it.
Yeah.
The R.
That one. That one in particular. Okay, from there on, obviously, it's after school. So we go change. What do? We get into a private gear now. School bags. We head to the park. There's this park in number 5. 5 April. Yes, you see where the RC used to be. At the back. That's where we used to go belong. Just nice guys, man. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're not there in gangsterism. We're a group. But we're going to just go belong as schoolmates and so on. You understand? Because if I have like 2 friends from my hood, remember I'm from Boys Eye, I have my crew from Boys Eye. So I come home, I get like 2 from my hood now. Where I grow up, we go to the park. You understand? We're going to continue what we had in town. You see now how the gang actually grows.
It grows because there's people also in Kasi, and then there's also ones at school.
That's how the other schools now also became known for having CMs in their premises.
Okay, what was the CM? Like, what were you supposed to do when you were CM?
Thing is, it did not initially start as us being gangsters. You understand? We were just like nice guys, nicely dressed. You understand? blomming at the park. So now there's these guys from the Kasi, the ones that we know that they are gangsters.
Yeah.
So they see us blomming. Obviously, they probably seeing an opportunity to come and rob us. You understand? Yeah. So now they come to us. They see, oh, they have a chance. They're blomming. We probably know them because we're all from the hood, most. We blom with them. We relax. We drink a lot. We drink from there on. Now we have to take each other halfway. Remember, we're not in the same area.
Yeah.
Yes. Upon taking each other halfway, we become robbing people. These are the guys who actually started it. These older ones. These gangsters.
And
these
then
gangsters.
you guys adapted to that.
Yes. We like, no man, we're taking them halfway. And along the way, we started robbing people. You understand?
What were you robbing?
Cell phones, chains, money. Yes.
So you come and rob me, I resist. What happens?
Obviously, we carry knives at the time. We carry knives. We come to scare you with a knife. If you resist, obviously, we stab you because you want what you want.
And I also heard something like they call you dancing shoes.
Where
does the name come from?
You've got me off guard with that one. Listen to this. There was this as a hot man, eh?
Yeah.
He was known in the cars. He was dancing. His name was dancing because he used to stab people. They used to call him Plank. You understand? So Plank went into prison for a long time. So he was no longer in the casino now, ne? So these older guys that are young around now with, I'm Shoes, remember? Shoes, my name was Shoes from soccer. Yeah. I was very good at it. Actually, after my dad's passing, is when I left soccer. You understand? That was my downfall. You understand? Because me leaving that sport, I was very good at it. I represented my school. I have medals, I have trophies to prove that. You understand? Even provincially, I represented it with soccer. And that's how good I was.
And then
so I was named Shoes, like John Shoes Motheo. You understand? So now, upon now leaving soccer, obviously I'm hanging around with the guys. They still name me Shoes. You understand? But now comes this one that come from prison now. Yeah, just have this shoes. Yeah, this is shoes. You know, scan for shoes, man. She can for hair. Yeah, this is Plank, Janie. So now I'm getting interested. Who's this Plank? Who's this dancing shoes? You understand? That's when I start to ask them. Hey, chance, who's this? They tell me, yeah, that one used to stab. You understand? So I'm like, oh, for me now, to emulate the shoes, I need to stab now. You understand? So now, because I'm fast on my feet, me handling a knife, it's like I'm dancing when I'm coming to you. You understand? So I end up stabbing you. You can have your knife. I have mine. Both drawn. I'll come to you. Just like I'm dancing the way I'm fast. So now the name stuck also. So this is now dancing shoes. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
So there's a dancing shoes.
Yes, basically yes.
Okay, cool. And then let's talk about when you got arrested. I want us to go into that before we get into when you were in jail. When you got arrested, what happened? What went wrong?
I got arrested and sentenced, number one. I need to clarify this. But that was not my first arrest. This one I went to prison for.
When was your first arrest?
I was 17 at the time.
17?
Yes.
For?
As a robbery.
For robbery.
Remember now, we were on a robbing spree. We keep on robbing people now. You understand? Yeah. I mean, man, at home now, they know already that I'm busy with these things. You understand? This gangsterism. I'm already on substances at that time also.
Using substances?
I'm already on substances. I'm on your Mandrex. I'm on your dick.
Oh.
You understand? At the time.
And you're 17?
At the time. I started way younger than that. I think I was 14 when I started that.
Oh.
Yeah, I started with ganja.
And how was it like at home? Did they know that you were using drugs?
At first they did not. You understand? But obviously the habit changes. They see most. Your parents know you. You understand?
And then they started
realizing. Obviously they see also. You understand? Now my thing is that I don't steal. I don't take from over for them to see. You understand? I started, almost coming from school, maybe in your white shirt, like maybe that ganja, the seeds, or the green stuff. She washes my laundry, obviously. So when this is that ganja seeds. Are you smoking? No, I don't smoke. Obviously, I'm denying. You understand? So that's when, no, you're no longer getting money and all that. Pocket money, it's a no-no. You understand? So now I need to maintain my habit. By then, I smoked. It's a stepping stone, ganja. I started with ganja initially, and then I went to Ndanda, which is your Mandrex. It escalated. It went as far as Botek, Cat, Khafif. You understand? Yeah.
And then you got arrested for your first time.
It was on a robbery because now I need to maintain this habit of mine. At home, I'm no longer getting allowances.
For how long?
I went on trial
You're on trial?
Yes. I
And
went
how-
3
how-
months trial for cell phone robbery. And then my parents obviously being them. Mind you, my mom was a prison warden.
Oh.
She worked in prison. Imagine the shame having to work or to guard your son.
Sure.
Imagine that, my brother. But yeah, we'll deal with that.
Okay, so yeah, that's crazy. So when you got arrested for the first time, you were 17. What happened to school? Because obviously you're in school. When you're 17, you're still in school.
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
For 3 months, you're in trial.
I
What
was.
happens to your schoolwork?
Schooling, obviously, it's on standstill. You understand? At the time, I was expelled at Boys Eye. I went to Bloom. You understand? In Bloom, there's a school, it's called Prepna. Also a private school. You understand?
You went to private schools only.
Only, bruh. Only, I'm legit. Legit, you understand?
Yeah.
Went to Prepna. Now, obviously, at the time, I was in Boys Eye, I was busy with my stuff. For me, running away, it was actually me running away, relocating to Bloom, to be honest with you. Because there was this incident where we robbed, ne? And we were 5. 4 of our accused. And there were 6. 4 of them were caught. 2 escaped. It was myself, another friend of mine. So because I'm wanted at home, they're like, hey, man, since now you've been expelled at school, relocate. You understand? Boarding school. That's me going to prep now.
So obviously them taking you to a boarding school was them thinking you're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, do this funny stuff. You
so
understand?
you get to the other school. What happens? Are you still into crime and whatnot?
Not necessarily crime, but I saw a market me because I smoke ganja. Ne? It's a boarding school, remember? We get our pass where we go to town and do our stuff. So when I go around, I'm from the Kasi. I go around the markets in the town, I get weed. What I do, I come back with it.
You sell it.
I smoke it, but they also want it. You understand? So I'm like, nah, let me sell it. That's when I started dealing in school with weed. You understand? Mind you, I attended that scare for 7 months.
And then you got expelled again.
I got expelled from the hostel. You know why? They caught me with ganja in my locker. You understand? I got expelled from the hostel. What do? I go higher in the Kasi. There's a Kasi called Rockland. I go higher. My parents doesn't know mind the language. My parents doesn't know anything about me now being expelled there. They're sending me like allowances, like legit. You understand? I'm in contact with them. I just go from like I'm using now transportation.
Transport.
You understand? I'm
Yeah.
hiring my own room. That's that.
So your allowance was you getting your own room. And you were
Yes.
paying for it, but they didn't know that you were paying
They
for
did
another
not.
room somewhere.
They did not, my brother. And once I got caught, it might sound like a coincidence or something, but once I got caught with a ganja in the locker, that's when already I was in contact with my brothers, Mutin Kimberley.
Yeah.
You understand? At the time, Facebook, you understand? Mix it at the time. No, man. Yeah, it was mixed, and it was still popular at the time. You understand? So what happens is, they tell me, hey, man, the gents are outside. These ones that were caught for the crime that we did, the crime that I ran away from. I'm like, so we got free, mos. You understand? So I'm still there. I left like 2 months now, hiring. From there on, I left everything there. I came with a school bag. Literally. To Kimberley.
Back to
I got hikes. And it's another story how I got to Kimberley.
How did you get to
Hey,
Kimberley?
my brother. I have the money. I come at the hiking spot. You know me, Mosa. There's a hiking spot here, Mos. You by the garage. I come there, I stand. Full uniform. Blazer and all. I'm standing there. Here comes a courier, a buggy. You understand? I stand by it. Until I wait for it, it stands. What happens, I come up with a sob story. Tell the guy, hey, my G, my hot man, I'm in a crisis. My mom is in hospital. You understand? I'm the firstborn. I don't have anyone else. She's in ICU. I just got a call now. I cannot cope. I'm in boarding school and I need to get to Kimberley tonight. You understand? And I've only got 70 rand. Mind you, I've been dealing at school. I have money. I have like 3K. It's a lot by then.
Oh,
It's a lot by then, my bro.
that's 2007, 17,
Oh, not 7. It's in prison, man. 2011.
2011.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now you get back to Kimberley. What happens?
I catch a hike. I pay 70 rand for the guy. He buys my story, you understand? And what he does, he takes the 70 rand, just a garage here. He gets in, he buys fish and chips for us, cold drink. We get with the same 70 rand. You understand? We go in the way now to Kimberley. He dropped me literally by Koro Brick. This is my hood on the other side. I just jumped the scope, I'm in home. When I come home, I knock on the door. On the window, in fact, my mom's window. She's like, who's that? I don't answer. I keep on knocking. Hey, who's it? I'm like, it's Motheo. Yeah, she freaked out, bro. Hey, man, how did you get here? By the time, I'm not talking, I took a hike at maybe midday. I took a hike around past 9.
Oh.
So obviously I came to Kimberley about past 11 to 12.
Yeah.
And I got straight there.
Where
Understand?
did you
I didn't go. I went to go smoke. I know the spots, I have money.
Yeah.
So I went to go feed my habit. To go buy my ndanda, smoke with another bra, and then I went home.
What is ndanda?
It's this Mandrex.
Is it a tablet?
Mm-hmm.
Choof.
No, not choof. Choof is stuck. Mandrex is the button man, the powder one that you smoke with the pipe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one.
The one that gives you energy.
No,
They
the one
say
that you eat bala when you smoke that one. It makes you reflect. The one that makes you energy, that's the thick one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
You understand?
You
So,
get home. Yeah.
I get home. My mother freaks out, obviously. Yeah, man, how did you get here? Telling her, hey, those Sothos there. I can't understand their language. I speak Afrikaans and Setswana there. Those Sothos are bullying me there. I'm no longer going back.
And that time you lying.
I'm lying again. It's a lie.
Or you bullied though.
Nah. I'm from Kimberley. I went with the Ukapi there, mos. I live with the Ukapi. Literally, I had my Ukapi there.
Okay, yeah, your mom is like, where you coming
Now, hey, man, where you from? I'm like, hey, man, those people are bullying. I'm no longer going there. I came with the hikes. Yeah, man, are you safe? Where are your things? I left everything, man. Hey, literally, I came with the school bag. I think I had 2 jeans, 2 t-shirts, and a pair of All-Star. Yeah, cause I had a pair of shoes on. Nah? Not school shoes, but pass with uniform. Yeah, plain black pass, uniform. You understand? That's how I came home.
And then you get home. Do you obviously
Freaks
because you're in
out.
school?
Damn, man, where are your things? I'm like, I'm no longer going. You can go collect them. I'm no longer going. She phones the school. The school informs her, hey, this guy has got 2 months not living on our premises.
Oh, you.
This guy has been expelled. This guy has been caught with what and what. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I left school like that in the middle of the year. Nah?
Uh-huh.
Came to Kimberley. That's when Valentino. It was still Floss North at the time. That was opened.
Mm-hmm.
And told, yeah, it's opened at the time.
And then, okay, you get home. Do you go back to school? You go to Valentino.
Yes, my mom was a no-nonsense person. You would never live under her roof if you don't work, if you don't go to school. It's either you go to school or you work, or you get out.
Now you're at Valentino. What happens next?
Yo, at the time, we were already. Remember now, we already the clique is there. CM is there.
It's cooking
It's
now.
synonymous.
It's
Now it's already we're in fights with rival gangs. You understand?
There was rival gangs.
There was rivalry. People died, bruh. I lost brothers, my friend.
Have you seen someone dying in your eyes?
Literally, yes.
Before you went to prison. That's before you went.
No. While outside,
While
I did
outside.
not.
Or while outside you didn't.
I did not. Yes.
When you were still a CM.
Yes, I did not. I could see someone, maybe a brow stabbed or someone dying there. Oh, I heard that he was found there, maybe covered up and so on. You understand? I'm not there.
Okay, cool. So, when did you get arrested and why were you arrested?
Okay, my brother. I was arrested for murder, ne? Charge of murder and 3 counts of robbery.
Yeah. When was that?
This is 2014.
2014.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I got arrested. I did the scene, ne? Like I did the crime on 2014, December. 18th December. I'll never forget that. On a Thursday, my brother. I'll never forget that day.
That's when you did the murder.
Yes.
And then you.
That's why I committed the murder and these crimes, follow-up crimes, which is the robberies, and I got arrested for them. But I got arrested after 4 days, but initially I got arrested.
How did you get arrested? Did they just find you in the streets or they went home?
Yeah, it was a thing of going home and they found me. And I got, initially my parents took me there because I was wanted, you know. They were like, hey man, since you wanted, I was on the run. As I told you, I was away for I was on the run for 4 days.
4 days.
They were like, hey man, we're no longer sleeping. Remember it's December time.
Yeah.
There's this time of the raiding squad. There's operations of the policemen, soldiers at the time. You understand? That's the operation that they do. So my mom, they were like harassing our people at home, man. So I was like, hey man, let's rather hand you in.
Okay, now you're putting us put us in this picture. You enter prison. What happens? First time. Because I feel like for the trial it was different, and now that you know you charged for something, it was a different view. You knew, this time I'm leaving.
Okay, coming into prison. As I told you, for this murder in particular, it was not my first time in prison. You understand? But coming wearing orange as a sentence, because at the time I was trying, you wearing your private clothing. Yeah, basically you're like 1 feet in, 1 feet out.
Yeah.
You understand? But once you get sentenced, you should just know that.
For how many years were you sentenced?
15 years, my brother, in prison. And I spent basically 10 years in prison, including the trial.
Okay, so yeah, you enter prison. What's it like?
It's another environment. You being sentenced. Now now reality kicks in. That hey, no, my tani trase, my mat trase. You understand? She always used to reprimand me when I work in prison. Once you've been sentenced, it's doom for you. Just know that. That's why she tried by all means, Muna. Even though I was there by in trial, ne, she used to like do things. Let's say I took a cell phone of someone's. Ne? They would find out, Muna, what's the value of the cell phone? No, it's $1,000. She would literally take out or buy this particular person a new cell phone, just for her to avoid me going to prison. You understand?
Yeah.
Because she works there, she knows after all. Yeah.
But yeah, you enter now. What's it like?
Hey, my G, I go in, different environment, totally different. Cause there now reality kicks in. That's why we check there now. As far by then, I'm already in the numbers. There's these numbers in prison, man. Understand? I took it at trial, and then I went to being sentenced.
So you already took a number on trial?
Yes.
How long was your trial? Before I got sentenced, it was a year. Basically a year, because I was arrested in 2014, December, and November. I was sentenced 2015. Yeah, let's say 9 months, yes. 9 months trial. And then you went to prison? Okay.
Yes, I was sentenced 15 years in prison.
And you enter prison, but you have a number.
It makes it easier, or at the time we thought, you understand? That's the idea that they sell you. If you have the number, life is easier for you in prison. You understand? Because it's like an association, like, you understand? Yeah, whereby a group of people group themselves, and then we have like common things that we share, and the message, like we get to feed one another message, what's happening in the prison. We should know what's happening in the prison. You understand?
Okay, cool. You enter prison, you with other people that don't have a number. What's it like for them, and what's different for you because you have a number?
If you don't have a number, you don't own anything. What's yours, it's not yours. Period. What's yours, it's ours. So
you had the privilege to take someone else's thing when you guys entered, when you were like, you have nothing here, and you were like, this is mine.
You enter the prison cells, we ask you, who are you? Or where are you? Who are you in prison? What did you bring for us as the guys in prison? Since you come from outside. You understand?
When you say you don't have anything, let's say I don't have anything. My name is Papi.
Man, okay, let's check. I see you wearing shoes there. Do you smoke after all?
I don't smoke.
Yeah, I'll organize you food. Don't worry. We're going to change that. I have a pair, man. I'll give you a pair of slippers, Jay, for you to wear for a moment. We'll sell yours and we'll eat or smoke by yours.
And then I'll be left with nothing.
No, I'll give you a pair, man. Don't worry.
Shoes.
Yes, you'll just get by. Don't worry. You'll get by.
And then while you're in prison, what was the most scaring thing that you've seen or you've experienced?
Yo, my brother, there's this center in particular, Mangaung. It's a private center. Now it only made headlines with this type of besta.
Before we get there, which centers were you at? Which prisons have you been to? And yeah,
I traveled like 7 different centers within this 15-year sentence of mine. It was basically Bochum. Number 1, I went to Boksburg. Nah? I came back. I went to what's this? Stoffberg. Boksburg is in Jozi. Stoffberg is between Free State and Jozi. You understand? I went to Modapi, which is in Jozi. I went to Grootvlei, which is in Free State. You understand? I went to Mangaung, G4S, in Free State, and I came back to Tselopele. This is the 7th one. That's when I was released.
All maximum prisons.
Nah, the 2 are, because Boksburg, it's a maximum facility for juveniles. You understand? Yeah. Remember, I'm not yet 25 at the time. Yeah. I'm 18, bruh.
So when you only go to maximum prisons when you over 25?
Yes.
when you below 25, you go to juvenile.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So, I want to understand the difference because I feel like other people also want to understand. What's the difference between a medium, a maximum prison, and a minimum prison?
Basically, there are three. Okay, four. There's minimum. Minimum is like your partly them, your tatlas them. You understand? Whereby you get like offenders who doing less than 2 years. You understand? 24 months down. Yeah, that's where like they have privileges, man. They can walk outside, they can go clean like public areas, they have gardens, they feed like the communities. It's like small centers. Then you get your mediums. Mediums came more like your 7 years until 10 years also it's considered medium, but you also get 10 years at maximum. Depending on the point system, because there's a particular point system that you use depending on the number of charges. You understand? Sure. And then you get a maximum. Maximum, it's
10 plus.
Yeah, 10 plus.
Maximum.
It's actually 15.
15
plus. Yes.
So you went to maximum.
Maximum, ultra maximum. Mangaung is considered an ultra maximum.
So what?
That's an ultra maximum. But that's how it's called.
So that Mangaung was the last one that you went to. The second last one before you.
Yes, before from Coxburg. Yes, the second last.
What moved you from other prisons to the ultra? Because you came from maximum, you're going to ultra. What's happening?
It's hot-headedness, my brother. You remember now? I'm serving a 15-year sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a foreign land or in a foreign province. Far away from my family.
Yeah.
You understand? So I figure, man, for me to survive, how do I do? For me to go from this center to another center or to go home, I want to go home. Because every time I stab, I say I want to go home.
You stab in prison?
Yes. I stab offenders now. That's my excuse. I want to go home. I don't belong here. I am from Kimball. There's a center in Kimball. Take me to Kimball. If not, I'm going to stab every day.
So, and then so every time you'd step, they change you to a different center.
Basically, they're chasing you away. This offender is like circling us. Go, Muna, go. And initially, I went to an ultra maximum. Even my years, you understand, the years that I did now, like the number of years.
It increased?
No, it remained 15, but it's fit for maximum.
And then you went from maximum to ultra maximum because of stabbing inside?
Yes.
Or other offenders?
Yes, my brother.
So, but what was you just decided one day, I wake up and then I'm gonna stab this person, and then you just stab? Oh, did they do something to you?
No,
you to go and stab them?
Askis, it's number related. I don't just wake up. Remember, me when I stab, it's number related. But when the officials come, they want to beat you up and ask you, why did you stab?
Oh,
you understand?
Beaten up?
Obviously.
How do you get beaten up in prison?
This donkey what? You see those, mind the language, but that's how it's called. It's donkey peel. Yeah, that's how we call it. You understand? They beat you with it, and then obviously they'll ask you, it's an investigation that they make. Why did you stab? My excuse, I won't say no. The number said I must stab. You understand? Yeah, I want to go home.
Okay.
Sure.
So, you moved to ultra maxim to Mangaung. How's prison like? Because I think when you're in maximum, you with a group of it's a communal cell, and when you go to ultra maximum, it's a 1-man or 2-man cell.
Precisely, my brother. Most definitely.
So what's the difference like? Which one did you feel like was a better option?
For me personally, I felt like Mangaung, ultra maximum. That's whereby you live like 2 in a cell. Yeah, it's not communal. You're only 2 in your cell. You have peace, man. You understand? But that's where the most dangerous stuff happened. You're at that prison. My brother, I've seen prisons, and I moved from prison to prison. Listen to what I'm saying. But that one was my worst. Excuse me. That was my worst. Mangaung, yes.
Why was it your worst? If you think the 2-man cell was better than the normal communal cell?
I'm saying was my worst because of the experiences that I saw, the things that I saw there.
What was the hardcore thing that you saw?
My brother, literally I saw intestines. A person's intestines, and I've heard the sound of an eye. When an eye comes out of a person, he's standing next to me, the guy. There's that sound. Yo.
How does it sound?
I don't know. It's like, you understand? Yeah, that's When you check, the guy's bleeding.
So he was stabbed while he was next to you.
Yeah, it was orchestrated. No, I had to distract. The number, obviously, you understand? Yeah, I had to distract.
And
You
then
understand? So the guy, I didn't do the stabbing, obviously, but I had to distract him because I think he was alert that he was going to be stabbed. You understand?
And then he went.
Yeah, he was another sound. Hey, I out, my brother. I out.
That's crazy. So
Things we do, things we see there.
if someone goes to prison, you don't have a number or you have a number. What's the difference? Like, because I want to understand. Let's say I don't have a number and I don't want to have a number. How's my life going to be like?
No, we don't have a number. Now remember, there's numbers 26, 7, and 8. Those are synonymous. You understand? We all know about them. We watch our four corners. Them. You watch how. You understand? You are a Frenchman. That's how we call you. You're a foreign man. You're a French. Just a pata, mampata. You understand? You don't know nothing. You don't own anything in prison. What's yours is ours. But there's a difference as well. You understand? We won't just treat you that way. If you like, in terms of discipline, that's what we want: respect and discipline. Only with that, you'll go a long way.
So if you have discipline and respect, nothing is gonna happen to you.
I think we'll even protect you, cause you know, okay, we organizations, we the guys we need. No, when the name and I, you know, as guys we need him. You come as a France now, chance. Here's something for you willingly, because you see now we're protecting you. You're not being robbed in prison. You understand? So you are salute France. That's what you call you. A salute France, and then create the better France.
What's the difference?
And if you are better, you can lead and I'm better. Like you are nuisance. We hit you with anything
Because
that we see and we take from you. Just a better.
But don't the Francis protect themselves too? Because I'll say, if we both Francis, I'm gonna say, yo, why don't we come together and also defeat these people?
The thing is the setup. You are Francis. You are welcomed by us. Number one. You may be 100. You understand? Yeah, you are welcomed by us. We are the majority, even in the center, not even in the unit. It's rare that even Francis are convert to the number. That's the thing. That's why you cannot outnumber us. Because you see now, the way you've been treated, you like, man, someone will come to you, maybe a homeboy of yours. You live in 2 town, You have a friend who's also in the number. He lives in 2 town. He's like, man, I can't delay man. So now he starts to be friends, you must. He's like, man, for you to like live now, you see must how I live. No one is taking my stuff and things. So for you to live now, come and we just here. That's how we recruit.
And then you just come in. You don't have to do anything.
Depending on which center.
If I have money and I say I want to be a 26, I don't have to do anything.
Now we'll just spoil us. Depending on the center, as I said. In medium centers, mostly we just there to push the number. You understand? We try to make money as much as possible. But now we go to the maximum centers and the ultra maximum centers. That's when now things start to change. Because there now, we actually want blood. You understand? For you to be promoted, we actually need blood. You understand?
Like blood.
Yes, we need to step. When I say we want blood, not like sacrificial. Yes, to look at it at a way, it is sacrificial, you understand? But you have to step someone for you to prove that you are one of us.
And then I've stepped someone, I get a rank.
You get ranks, obviously. You get medals. You have been rewarded now for your deeds.
What's your first rank?
Hey, it came. I don't know. Should I disclose that? But
I'm saying, I step you. What's gonna be my first rank?
No, initially it's stepping stones. You come from a soldier.
Oh, it's just like in the military.
Yeah, basically the structure. It's military wise. You understand? Thing is, you come from a soldier, like a normal soldier, and you come to your sergeant. From your sergeant to you understand, captain. You understand, general, inspector. Yeah, you understand?
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Now that's crazy. But then, while you're in prison, what makes you change and say, yo, I don't want this life anymore? And how was the process like? Was it easy? Did you just wake up and say, I don't want to be in the number anymore? Or I don't want to be in crime anymore? What happened?
Thing is, remember now, because I stay in prison, obviously I'm being promoted in the number.
Yeah.
So I get to a rank whereby I no longer have to do things. You understand? I get to that rank whereby I just command. you do this, you do that.
Oh, you got to that one.
You understand? So now what happens is, me now, being in prison, obviously I stayed a number of years. I'm in Mangaung at the time. My mom passes on.
Yeah. How your mom passes on while you at Mangaung?
Oh, bruh.
So when someone passes on, you in prison, how is it like? Did you know that your mom had passed on and whatnot?
Yes, I was informed that she passed. I knew she was sick. When told, she was sick for probably a year, man. Yeah, her being sick, and obviously I anticipated that. You understand? Because she was getting weaker and weaker. You understand? But it struck differently when the news was announced to me. You understand? In your normal centers like your DCS, Department of Correctional Services, you can apply for it for you like to go bury your loved ones, but it's only when it's your immediate family.
Okay. Yeah, but that was your mom, so it's immediate.
Yo, bruh.
Why didn't you go?
Mangaung is another center. That's private, though. The only time you leave that center, you leave it when you declared medium, because of the number of years you stayed there. Because you being regressed. Remember your maximum at the time, né? Yeah. So because of the number of years you stay at the center, you become medium. You understand?
Yeah.
You only leave that center when you are medium, when you're dead, or with a court order. Like the court instructs you, they want you here.
So the wardens brought the news to you that your mom had passed on, or you knew from something else?
No, I was in contact with my family on a daily basis. How? We have cell phones most there. I was on video calls with my family on a daily basis.
Yo.
I'm not snitching on anyone, gents. It's a reality. Even there's a video that's trending now. Yeah, I'm not snitching on anyone. It's a reality.
So there's phones, because I saw PlayStation.
Yeah, no, you get them. That's nothing. You get a plasma. PSP in Mangaung. PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
It was permitted at the time. Listen to this. Mangaung, it's a private center, né? So it does everything differently. You understand? Even its uniform. It's not the normal orange that you know. Yeah, we wear like the blue. They wear the powder blue. Yeah. Sure. That's how we wear. That's our uniform.
So when you have a phone every day, like, how it doesn't feel like you're in prison though.
No, prison always remain prison. You can eat your pizzas in prison because it's there. Yeah, bruh. You can eat your lasagnas, whatever. But prison shall always be prison.
Yo, so how do you know the process of how phones enter?
Number one, my brother, we locked up 24/7. So it's obvious who brings them in.
Oh. So it's obvious.
I lenda by call comfort, lenda by call from.
Yeah, that's crazy. And was there drugs also in prison and whatnot?
There's nothing that you don't get in prison. It's only your freedom that you don't get. To be exact. Yeah. It's only freedom that we don't have.
But everything else is there.
Prison is prison man.
But it's not the same for everyone.
No, it's not the same, because of the privileges and yeah.
Your money.
You need to have Zak. No, you need to have Zak.
Oh. But anyway, So
sure.
When do you decide, I want to change this life?
As I said, I got promoted in the number, so I got to a stage whereby I no longer have to do things, you understand? So now I instruct. Obviously, my number of years now have been decreased. I am due to go outside anytime, you understand? So I cannot afford like to prolong my stay. Remember now I lost a mother. You understand? So now I need to balance my act. Yeah, I need to get my duck in a row. You understand?
So you're studying and other things. Did you do that in school? I didn't even ask you about that. Did you finish school? In prison or outside of prison? Sorry for not asking.
It's ironic that I come from one of the best schools in Mzansi, private schools, but I finished school at a public school, which is prison.
Oh.
Hey.
You finished
it's ironic.
in prison?
And
then did you study further?
Not really, because there was a HR course that I did, ne? I did it for like 3 months. It was just as a passing. So I felt like, hey man, I want to go I don't want to involve myself in things like this, you understand?
And I've noticed that you like reading. Do you also write, or have you wrote something? Because obviously in prison you have a lot of time.
No, that's a passion I developed in prison, my brother. And I'm a reader. No, I'm a reader of note. I've read a lot of books. You understand? That's a hobby I developed in prison, and yeah, I once wrote a book. But that was the first part of it about my life. You understand? I was still in Mangaung at the time, and I couriered it to my mom. You understand? So she's the only one who knows where is it. Because I tried, upon coming home, I tried looking for it, like I could not. Yeah, I could not.
So have you started writing it again, or ish?
The thought is there. The thought is, it hits differently second time around. You understand? Because at the time my mind was clearer. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm in a place whereby I have everything. In fact, I have nothing but time. You understand? In prison, basically, apart from the material things, you've got time. And that's one thing that I realized, that outside I don't have time. I used to read a book that's this thick in 3 days. That's how of a reader I am.
And then you come back, you don't find your book. That must be frustrating.
But I'm in the process, man. The thought is there, my bro. The thought is there for me to write it again, but we'll just see, man.
Yeah, but you still haven't told us when you decide, yeah, I'm changing this life. You said you were at the higher rank where you could just give commands, and then you told them, I'm stopping.
No, it's not basically having to tell them.
It's just you.
I just minimize. You understand? In my activities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't want this anymore. No, I minimize in my activities. You understand? Those who understand know, like, hey, man, this guy has been gone for long, man.
Yeah.
You understand? 10 years, bro, this guy's been gone. Let this guy leave, man. There are those that do. If you disclose, like, your dates, like, hey, bro, my date of discharge is 13th of March. And they know they might do something to sabotage you. You understand?
In prison.
Yes, for you to prolong your stay. So now, you cautious with such stuff. You understand? They might know that you due to go outside, but you don't disclose. When are you leaving? You understand?
And then you decided, now I'm changing my life. And how was how were the prisons helping you at that time for you to learn or to integrate on the outside world, like to fit in? How did they help you?
No, it's mandatory. In prisons, they give you like programs, like your life skills, your anger management, your substance abusers. You understand? Crime prevention, homicide, sexual abuse, sexual offenses. You understand? Depending on the crime that you went in for. Yes, that's basically it. And they do provide like skills. Like myself, I acquired a skill. Yeah, what's this, textile? So I at least know how to handle the machine in sewing.
Oh, I see. Okay. So now, like, tell us, you get outside. How does the community see you, and how are you perceived?
Yeah, the stigma shall always be there. Now that one I cannot shy away from. You understand? The stigma shall always remain. People shall always view you as a bandit. You understand? But now the ball is in your court. Thing is how you act. People shall always look at you or respect you on how you conduct yourself. You understand? If you busy still with these things, people shall see. You don't need to tell them. You can stand on the rooftop and say, I've changed. But if your act does not balance, it means nothing. You understand? You need to act up. You need to fix yourself and accept yourself. Whatever anyone else says, it doesn't matter after that.
Okay, but were you accepted by your community and other people?
Fortunately for me, yeah. You see now, thing is in my hood, I'm still looking for that person who tell me that I once robbed them in my hood. Until this day, I used to be the one. When the guys come, they would come. Remember, we used to visit one another's cassis randomly. So they would come, we would plumb. You understand? We would rather go do crimes there at the rivals' neighborhood. You understand? Because now we're going for a fight. Upon going fight, what do? We rob people there. We'd rather do that. You understand? Rather than robbing now. So I was accepted in my community, and fortunately so. There are those obviously that view me as I can't change that. I cannot change that. You understand? So yeah.
So, like, as someone that comes out from outside, what do you think someone from outside needs for them to really change their lives? Because there's people that go into prison and then still come out, and then they stay 2 months and then rob someone or do something again, and then they back in. So what do you need as someone that come from outside to from the inside world to the outside world for you to say, nah?
Yeah. Nice support, bro. Support.
We
need from your family, number one. You understand? Like your circle. they notice, they need to support you. They have to understand that you come from a place whereby they used to do everything for you. Remember, when you're in prison, you just call, hey man, mama, I don't have toiletry. You understand? Your mother sends you money or buys and go delivers for you. You can survive for a month with 200 rand in prison. Legit. You can survive with 200 rand for an entire month. You can survive. And now coming to the outside world, you can never survive with 200 rand. It's not even enough for your toiletries.
So that's why people.
You understand? So if you don't have like
the support,
support,
go back because you'd want to make money. Yeah.
No, I think that even the communities like should work hand in hand. The what's this? Department of Correctional Services.
The leadership, yeah.
Remember, correctional services, they give us programs and skills. We acquire them. Come to the outside world. What does it do? Your record number one. Your network is a barrier for you in everything that you do. You can do nothing with your record. If you have a criminal record, you're doomed. Unless you have someone you know in high places, man. You understand? Yeah.
Okay, tell us about your current life briefly. What's happening for you now, and what would you like people to know about yourself?
Yeah, and in my current life, I'm still pushing, man. Yeah, we're currently unemployed.
How long have you been outside?
This is literally 13 months.
13
a
months.
year and a month, yes.
Okay.
Because I got discharged last year, June 13th.
And what's been happening?
No, I've been pushing, you know. Yeah, here and there, trying maybe lending out money, you know, but only to your close circle. You understand? So I survived, like, you know, fortunately, my stepdad is also there. You understand? Yeah, no, at least, man. He supports. That's why it's easier for me not to go back to life of crime. It goes back to the support.
And so I just want to say
the stories are there, my brother. The stories are there. You know, I could speak until the sun shines and it sets again. From dusk to dawn.
Unfortunately, it can't be that long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but if these people, if you guys want to hear like certain things more, comment section, let it flood.
Yeah, most definitely.
And the likes, let it get you at least, because it's our first episode, at least 200
subscriptions as well.
200 likes, and when we get to 500, let me say when you get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give you guys a part 2, and you guys can write the questions that you guys want me to ask him, because it's unfiltered. He's just gonna say whatever.
And I shoot straight. Yeah. Don't must shoot straight.
You must ask your question as it is, And yeah, my brother, I just want to say congratulations on making it this far. Like, you're one of the few that come out and really like change their lives. And I, like, from speaking to you and always meeting you, I've noticed how you've changed your life, honestly. And guys, because there is an employment, I don't want to say I'm an employer, but he's gonna be our person that manages the podcast, so getting us guests and whatnot. So I'm giving him that role.
Yo.
Guys, thank you for tuning in, listening to the stories that he's told us. And I hope that you're not going to do the same mistakes he did, because he suffered the consequences inside. And you guys have heard, it's not nice in here. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you really want to hear stories from other people. And as I said, when we get to 1,000 subscribers and we get to, let's say, 200 likes, and flood the comments, we'll hit you with the second episode. You guys can ask whatever you want to ask. Be out. Let's go.